Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video I'm going to take you through the Forex Market Wrap. We're going to highlight the news this week and some of those charts that we looked at in the videos this week. So, going over the news first, again we had quite a lot of data out this week, but all eyes were on the US really. We had Federal Reserve Chairman Powell speaking, and this really did shake the markets up this week. Before that we had some other data out, but we didn't really see too much movement until we got to Federal Reserve Chairman Powell's speech, where he talked about basically a 50 basis points hike rather than the 75 basis points hike, and the fact that we're probably going to see that slow down in interest rate hikes now. However, it's still technically not as dovish as what people are thinking. The hawkish output from this is the fact that the Fed are still likely going to hike interest rates a lot more. Okay, so it doesn't mean that just because they're going less aggressive doesn't mean they're not going to see rates increase even further. So that was quite an interesting one. We've then just had the NFP data as well, you can see down through here, which actually came as a little bit of a surprise to the market, and the dollar's actually strengthened off the back of this move so far. And we can see what happened was average hourly earnings, instead of declining to 0.3%, rose to 0.6%. We had a revision of a 0.5% as well, and we had a revision of the previous jobs up to 284,000, and jobs came in above 200,000 expectations at 263,000, and no change to the unemployment rate. So actually not a bad NFP from the US this week, and that's just gave the US dollar a little bit of a bounce back from its weakness that it's seeing at the moment. So going on to the charts, what can we see? Well, what we predicted this week was for Euro US dollar to reach the 1.0500 handle. We even talked about the 1.0600 handle, but price has stalled at this 1.0500 after reaching it, and the NFP data's come out now, so we may start to see a little bit of a move down. Maybe price will trade within this sort of consolidation pattern before making its decision whether it moves higher or lower. Going on to pound US dollar then, so we like the idea this week of looking for longs on pound up to the 1.2200 area, which is exactly what price has done over the past few days. Retested previous structure highs, retested the lows of a bullish channel through here, and price has rallied into that key level of interest. So looking to see if price will reject here now, work within this channel on its way up to the next level of support and resistance, which could be the 1.26 handle just above. Kiwi dollar was another one on our list this week. We like this because of the strength meter showing us Kiwi was the strongest currency, dollar was the weakest, so we like the idea of being a buyer Kiwi dollar this week, and we were looking at longs around about the 61.50 handle. So if you managed to get long in and around that area, you would have had a really nice trading week this week, with price now approaching another level of resistance of the 0.6450 handle. If you want a bit more of a breakdown on this, this was a video we featured on its own this week, Kiwi dollar, so have a little look at that in the previous videos. Going on to gold then, so finally gold, we like the idea of being a buyer of gold this week. Basically just like the idea of that dollar weakness until the US dollar index came into those key lows, which it has done now. But gold would have benefited from that move, and we were talking about looking for longs in and around this area here for a move back up to the $1,800 handle, which again is exactly what we've seen this week. Price rallied into that level, really fueled by the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell's speech, and then we've started to see a little bit of a decline for the recent dollar strength that's coming back into the market. A clean break above $1,800 would really open the door up to a move up to 1875, which could be likely if the dollar doesn't give back too much of these losses, and if we see it gain strength, then probably 1725 is going to be on for another retest. But I do think the dollar weakness could continue, so a break above $1,800 is something I'd definitely be eyeing up on gold. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the content this week. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.